We've got some breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ, where world champion head coach Rick Carlisle is heading back to Indianapolis to coach the Indiana Pacers. He was there for a stint from 2003 to 7 with an Eastern Conference Finals appearance. It's a reported 4-year, $29 million deal to join an Eastern Conference team that is looking to get to the playoffs and contend once again. Here's a look at the coaching profile. I mentioned the World Championship, did so with the Dallas Mavericks in 2011 with Dirk Nowitzki. It'll be interesting to see what happened in Dallas in the shakeup, not only with the coaching ranks, but the front office there in Dallas with Mark Cuban. But back to Indy, they get a guy that is a accomplished and qualified coach among one of the best in the association. All right, with more on the breaking news, we got Avery Johnson, our NBA analyst here. And Avery, what do you think about Rick Carlisle going back to Indy?
Oh, this was a no-brainer, Tommy. When you look at Rick Carlisle, obviously with his track record overall as a coach, but also his history with the Indiana Pacers. One, when he was Larry Bird's assistant, when he was the head coach. He's very familiar with this ownership group. The fans are very familiar with Rick. I think they wanted to go the route of having a very experienced head coach. They weren't going to hire an inexperienced coach, but they wanted to have somebody that had a proven track record. He's won a championship before. He's coached in the Western Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference Finals. When he walks through the door, he's going to get the attention of every player on that roster, and he's going to command respect. And I think he's going to help this team in similar ways that Nate McMillan, who I thought did a really solid job with the Pacers and unfortunately was unceremoniously relieved of basketball duties, or what we call fired, and now he's having an incredible run with the Atlanta Hawks. So people talked about Rick Carlisle potentially positioning himself to go to the Milwaukee Bucks. I think this was a fast train moving towards Indiana the moment that he and the Mavericks parted ways.
Avery, with all due respect to Indy, I mean, you say linked to perhaps the Bucks, they're a contending championship type team, and he's going to a situation where that's vastly different. Not that he can't go there and change things. Obviously, it's a great thing for the organization to get a guy like Rick Carlisle, but what do you think from a coaching perspective, because you would know better than anybody else, to walk into that situation and try to solve that puzzle and the challenge that lies ahead?
I think he's going to really help them define what their identity is. You really just don't know. Are they a defensive team? Are they a running team? Are they a three-point shooting team? And some of the guys whose names are on this list, especially a guy like Domantas Sabonis, Rick Carlisle had a chance to coach a guy like Dirk Nowitzki, a foreign player, a 6'10" player. So he's going to be able to speak to Sabonis in ways because he coached a future Hall of Famer in Dirk Nowitzki, and to help guys like Malcolm Brogdon and Karis LeVert, and a young guy like Aaron Holiday, who's underperformed in his second year out of UCLA. So just bringing that wisdom, that experience, both regular season, playoff experience, he's just going to really help their development. And I think this is an outstanding hire by the Indiana Pacers.
All right, that is the breaking news, the analysis from our coach, Avery Johnson, joining us here. Avery, certainly appreciate it. And as we take a look at the current head coaching carousels around the association, there were several openings, and now 2 of them have been filled. Ime Udoka with the Boston Celtics most recently, and Rick Carlisle, you see there with the Mavericks, now the former coach, the new coach out in Indianapolis after Nate Bjorkgren was one and done.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.